What's happening, y'all? What's going on? What's happening? Just looking down at the city. It looks so calm from right here. It look calm from right here. So peaceful. But when you get down to that ground, there's a whole lot going on. What's happening, man? It's early Thursday morning, man. Thank goodness it's Thursday. What's happening? My coffee in bed, good. You got your coffee, man. What's happening with you, Mike Rhyme? Always the first in the building, man. You front line for sure, for sure, for sure. How you doing Thursday, man? I ain't doing nothing but trying to finish the rest of this shift. You know, got a little bit of something to talk about, something to wake everybody up. You know, we've been having a lot of talks. You know, same old bowl, same old flavored soup, just reheated. You know what I mean? Same flavored soup, there's a different bowl. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing changed. The same old chicken noodle soup, except for it's a different bowl. So, you know, we've been talking, and I've been listening to everybody. You know, and I'm gonna be honest, we've been having some good boxing. We've been having some good boxing. I'm going to be honest. But damn, at the same time, there's a whole lot in boxing that's still not going on. There's never enough boxing going on. Let me just start off with that. Smash the like button as you come in. There's never enough boxing going on. This is truly a sport where most likely it's hard to please the fans. Not gonna be able to please every fan at the same time, but damn. I mean, it's really time for some action, man. It is time. And that's simply added for some fighters that is not doing a damn thing. I need to see more activity. I'm speaking for myself. I need to see more activity in the sport of boxing. I'm not saying it. And I definitely need to see more action from a few fighters than hearing more words than actions. Because we quick to point the finger at who's not doing enough and who's not doing enough. But come on, people. You can't really be singling out just one person. When we got all these good fighters in the sport of boxing, no matter if you know their name or not. That's why I'm saying it's time for some action, because boxing fans feel as though a fight is not a good fight unless you know about the name. This is a poor mindset, because this is where we get it messed up at. See, we thinking somebody has to have a name for them to be good, which is not true, because everyone started from somewhere, people. All these fighters started from somewhere, okay? They was once nobodies at some point in time in their career. At one point in their career, they was nobodies. We didn't know who they were. We didn't know. So the reason why I'm saying this morning that it's time for some action, because it's really time for some action to take place. It's not just with the fighters that we know about. Because if we're sitting here waiting for fighters with a name to make a fight with another fighter with a name, then what we waiting on? We're wasting a whole lot of time. And that's why so many not so fulfilling or thrilled moments. I don't care how much boxing you give me. What's up? What's going on? No, man, I'm at work. It look like it, don't it? Juice box is going on, man. No, actually, it's a school. It's an art academy. It's a fine arts academy. But you know, when you work in these graveyard hours, it kind of do look like a prison, though, bro, don't it? Not in prison. Not in prison. Hopefully I don't make nobody feel uncomfortable, man. We ain't in prison. It's art class. I'm just checking out this shit and talking some boxing. Hey, you know what? Now, it's another building. See, I do two buildings, right? Jukebox. Now, if I would have came on maybe like a half an hour ago, because there's another part to this building, oh, you'd definitely be like, it's haunted. Because over there, it looks like a goddamn haunted museum, actually. It kind of looks like it gives you the Resident Evil type of vibes. The game, yeah, no cap, bro. The other building, I'm trying to tell you, man, but I don't need to go back Take you this, man, I just got finished doing that damn tour. That joint is over, bro. I ain't got to go back over there, but you know what I'll probably do? I don't have to go back over there, but I'm going to need to take a walk, and I might just give you a quick cameo over it, but I don't need to go back into that building. You know what I'm saying? But over there, it looks like Resident Evil over there, man, because it's actually a museum and it's dark and shit. Thanks, bro. I appreciate you, man. But yeah. You're going to see it. But listen, I want to talk about this boxing real quick. I want to get off subject, but like I said, it's time for some action. And us as fight fans, we just always stuck on the fact that we need to know a fighter's name. Now, I mean, we don't need to know somebody's name all the time. I mean, did Tank Davis have a name when he first came in? No. Shakur Stevenson, all these guys, they got their name from somewhere. They got their name from somewhere, so now they got notoriety. Now we get to see how good they are, what the longevity is going to be, what's the potential of them being great, you know, of being a future Hall of Famer or a living legend. But this is what makes it bad, because we're quick to turn down a fighter because we never heard of him. We say, oh, well, we don't know what this guy is. Just like a lot of people did not know who Lamont Roach was. But people know who Lamont Roach is now. You know, a lot of people, I'm going to see how true of a fan they are, you know, but I think that with the performance that Lamont Roach did against Tank Davis, got him a lot of fans, which when Tank Davis does fight, his opponents gain more fans, no matter if they win or lose against him. So he's definitely a guy you want to have an opportunity against. But hey, when the opportunity is knocking, these guys is not taking the opportunity, or they're not taking it right there and then. They might want to spin the block later, and basically that's what's kind of going on. But in the sport of boxing, see with that, these fighters keep waiting for the other fighters, and they ain't doing a damn thing in between. And then if they're doing something in between, they cherry picking. And this is why we talking about, oh, this guy's cherry picking, because he's not really trying to test himself. If you really think about it, this generation, listen, as crazy as this young generation is, right? They know how far. You know what I mean? They know how far to. There it is. You know, they want to take that easy route. So we sitting here every day talking about what a fighter is doing, what he's not doing. And basically what I'm saying, it's really time for some action, because we need to see these guys get busy. Because how many times we going to keep on saying every day that week a fighter is not fighting somebody? You know what I mean? And then we sit here lying. We here lying because we up here making it seem like that somebody's really doing something and another fighter is not. But when you think about it, ain't none of them really doing anything. If I'm scared, I ain't scared of a damn thing. I ain't afraid of a damn thing, man. What's up, Dub? We need, it's time for some action, huh? We need some action in boxing, Dub, because for real, man, listen. Ain't much going on, bruh. Ain't much going on. When you look at it, we talking about the same old ish all over again, Dub. We treating this boxing talk like we disc jockeys on the radio. We just got to keep on rotating the same name, rotating the same name. I get tired of it, because there's other names to put into rotation. There's so many other names in the sport of boxing that deserve some airplay, and we ain't giving it to them because we too busy worrying about staying stuck on some big ass names on name brands. Like that's the best thing popping. It's not. All right, you know what I mean? And it's simply not. This is the damn problem, and that's why you're running around and you regurgitating the same thing. I think all these guys whose names y'all keep on talking about is just doing too damn much. Same old argument, same old hate. But guess what? It's not enough going on in the sport of boxing. It's not. It's time for some action. And what needs to take place is, first, let's start with us. As the boxing fans, let's start with us first. You know why I say let's start with us, bro? Because we always talk about what the hell we want to see. We always talk about we going back and forth, arguing who we need to see fight, what would happen and all this. Forget all that iffy shit. I don't have time for that. But let's start with us. And one thing that we all need to do as content creators and shit, stop pushing this brand name ass fucking narrative, man. Stop having these casuals and other people think that the only thing good in boxing is fucking names that we know. Because like I said, a lot of people did not know Lamont Roach. I knew who Lamont Roach was, because I fucks with boxing. Lamont Roach gained some fans because people didn't know who the hell he was. Lamont Roach got a lot of people thinking Tank Davis was never the guy that they thought he was before then. Y'all see what I'm saying? And no matter if you thinking that out of hate or not, no matter if you thinking that and you it don't matter if you understand, but this is what you saw. But guess what? That's a new name for people to be talking about. Now you got some casuals talking about Lamont Roach. Because people definitely didn't know who he was. And I think Lamont Roach deserves so much credit. And I think everybody, no matter if you thought that Tank Davis lost that fight or not, y'all better give credit to Tank Davis for showing y'all that damn, there's another fight out there that should be seen. But see, a lot of boxing fans don't look at it like that. I like to see a guy that everybody don't know about. And they get in the ring, he wind up being okay. Just think about it, y'all. It's going to be a lot of fighters that we never going to see do half of this shit that we seen some of these fighters do simply because that's how boxing is. Damn it, if it's somebody that's better than goddamn Jordan, if it's somebody that's better than Jordan, trust me, there's somebody better than Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is. So that's why it's time for some action, because we seeing the same old ish right now. We ain't seeing enough of anything. That's all we doing is seeing the same old guys. The same old guys, and they doing the same damn thing that they've been doing and really not putting up any action. Shakur Stevenson needs a goddamn fight. He needs a damn opponent. Instead of that, it's not enough. It's not enough at all. A lot of people say that's honesty there. Then we know sometimes it's a blatant lie. Because there's people that say, hey, that fighters did, he ain't doing a damn thing. So we all be agreeing to disagree. But when it comes to some of these big deal guys, it's always, okay, I need to fight this person. I need to fight that person. But then we quick to downplay call outs. I hate that. Because we up here thinking that a call out only matters by the popularity of the person that's calling you out. No, a call out is a call out. Let's just stop all that. Oh, ain't nobody, everybody's scared. This person's scared, this person's scared. But then you hear somebody call them out. And then we clout chasing. Why do we do that? And clout chasing does exist. Don't get me wrong. Clout chasing does exist. But what y'all be doing, y'all be overusing the clout chasing. Because now when somebody's really not clout chasing, somebody's really trying to let the world know, like, hey, well, all these guys, y'all want to see this dude get in the ring with, man, I want to get in the ring with him. I ain't got no time. I'll take anything. I ain't too proud to beg. I ain't gonna ask for much, but I get in the ring with him, then who this person? Oh, this person ain't ish. Who he for? Did it? I tell you who he is. He's a man that got heart because he's calling out someone that you consider the boogeyman. So you don't get to be selective about a damn call out. A call out is a call out. Doesn't matter if you know the person or not. Y'all been dogged out the judge. Make it make sense for me. You can't say that somebody's a damn boogeyman, but then somebody's calling them out. Time for some damn action. And I think we need to apply pressure to all these guys. All your favorites that ain't doing nothing, because still ain't nobody did them yet, that have none of you MFers satisfied. And I say that all the time. Y'all know my motto, ain't nobody would fort nobody until they actually get in the ring with somebody you want them to get in the ring with. Simple as that. Don't try to downplay it or whatever. That's what it is. That's why it's time for some damn action. I want to see fighters that's willing to get in the damn ring. I don't give a damn. Stop acting like that some of these fighters are being avoided and they not. Did y'all ever think about maybe people ain't getting the opportunity? Did y'all ever think about that? Think about that for a minute. Huh? What about the people that's not even getting an opportunity? Because y'all know there's a lot of fighters that's not getting the opportunity. Don't get that twisted. Time for some action. Smash my like button. Now, y'all keep on going with the boyish narrative if you want. And as long as it is a damn moment, that's what we living in. We got some good fights. That was a moment. But now, once again, we're at the point to where it's, okay, what's going to give it to us? Who's going to give it to us? We need to stop the nonsense when always deciding to call out a fighter, saying that they want to fight somebody or they willing to fight somebody when they know that that fighter got something going on. That's played out to me. And I'm starting to see a lot of fighters do that. Some of our favorite fighters is doing that bullshit. Some of our favorite fighters is doing that same bullish. Same bullish, man. I'm gonna grab my coffee. That means he's doing the same bullish. Take y'all outside. Doing the same bullish. So what we gonna keep on worrying about when we gonna see? I need to see some shit in between. Because like I said, there's a lot of fighters that still ain't doing the damn thing. Okay? And I need to see it's time for some action. I need to stop bullshitting. If you ain't getting the fight you want, then get somebody a fucking opportunity. You know what I mean? That's willing to do it. Oh yeah, this is what I do, Dub. I'm about to sit my ass right down in a few minutes. Now, Dub, now I gotta go get my shot now, Dub. Then I'm done, you know? Yeah, dirty ass Philly, man, you know? But seriously, Dub, we need some action. There's not enough going on. And we gotta blame ourselves because we the ones that's out of order. We the ones that's out of order. Remember, those guys be listening. You know what I mean, Dub? They wound up listening to us. And then when they wound up listening to our crazy asses, then we turn our back on them because they didn't listen to some dumb shit that we said they should do. They don't never listen to the good stuff, but they listening. They be listening. Let's see what we got going on here this morning. What's up, bro? What's going on? Yep, I'm good. You know, they know the OG up there, man. I gotta come in and get my shit, man. You know what I mean, Doug? Gotta come and get my shit real quick, you know what I mean? Eat my fix, baby. Smash the like button. Oh yeah, you haven't been to Philly yet? You gotta get here, man. It's out here, dub. You know, it's okay here. It's okay. It ain't as fun as it used to be, dub. I tell you that. That's why I'm up here trying to figure out something to try to turn the city back up, man. Yeah, trying to turn the city back up. Yeah, but I would love to have you in here in Philly, dub. I don't think they ready for you, Holmes. You might be too much for these city cats, man. You know, I have planned to set an invasion, man, to try to get some of these cats. Maybe next time something really good come to Philly, you know, like a good attraction, then, you know, we can all link up. But I would love to have you guys with me and take you guys around this fucked up ass city of mine that I love dearly, though. You know what I mean? I love my city dearly. Well, I come in, I get my shit, baby. You know what I mean? Gotta get my thingy thing, but listen. So like I'm saying, we definitely need to keep the ball moving. It is good to see some guys getting a shot and making some noise. Shout out to Nick Ball. You know, Nick Ball won his last fight, so it's good to see Nick Ball doing his thing. But we still need to see some more guys, man. We need some freshness in this joint, man. Seriously, like, come on. We need to see these guys really challenge themselves, man. We're not seeing these guys challenge themselves, which is something that we like to speak about and argue about damn near every day. And they ain't even doing that. Who you can say is really challenging themselves? Who? You know what I mean? Who and what? But I know one thing, they need to do something because we ain't got enough action going on. And we need more action. We need guys getting in the ring and doing more talking with them gloves than with the goddamn mouth. You hear me? Because that's all I keep on hearing. This, that, and other, and the pressure not being applied to where it need to be applied at. You know? Huh? Hold up, yo. I'll pay for my shit. What up, bud? Julia, I get number 4. Huh? Here you go. Julia. I'll see you guys tonight, alright? You have a good one. Yeah, so like I was saying, so we hey Dub, you know, hey Dub, they be wanting everything, Dub. I said, damn dog, you niggas gonna give me like a 10-cent discount? I be in this joint. Hey, look, Haji wasn't playing that shit. Like, come on, man. Give me all my change, man. C Ruffin in the building. What's happening to C Ruffin? Giving them a view of this dirty ass city now. You know, just like last month, this whole bullshit was for when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Hey, you want some chips or something? Anything you want from Philly, man, I'll send it out to you, man. I send it out to you, you know. I done sent the cheesesteak to somebody before, you know. But smash the like button, man. It's not enough going on in the sport of boxing, man. Time for some action like Red Man. Cause shit. What's next? We still talking about who Shakur should be fighting next. Now, to be honest with you, you need to get his ass in there with Keyshawn and cut the nonsense out. No friend zone in the sport of boxing. I ain't trying to hear that shit. These guys really need somebody to damn fight. They bullshit. They ain't really trying to get in there with no damn body. Listen, if there's anybody that I want to see Shakur Stevenson fight right now at 135 is outside of Tank. Besides Tank, the only 2 other people I would like to see him fight. He need to fight some goddamn body, for real. Shakur need to fight somebody. He too damn good. He talking all this goddamn shit, and I think he good. But is he that dog like he say he is? We need to find the buck out, but he ain't fighting no damn body. He ain't fighting nobody. He gotta do something. Shakur need to fight somebody. Shit, Shakur can't keep talking about what somebody ain't doing. Shakur gotta fight somebody, man. Seriously, Shakur need to fight some damn body. I don't know who the hell is gonna be, but man, fucking need to fight somebody. We keep talking about who ain't fighting. And my man need to fight some damn body, hands down. He need to fight somebody. So you need a Philly cheesesteak and some chopped cheese? All right, cool, no doubt, baby, no doubt. You know what I mean? But he need to fight somebody, this fighters that's not doing it right now. And they don't need to be worrying about waiting for these other fighters to get free. You know? These fighters that we want to see them fight, they got fights coming up, so shit. But Shakur, one of the baddest dudes at 135, I need Shakur to do some bad shit. And I need him to fight somebody. Listen, I'm tired of y'all guys that's always putting out here certain fighters is not fighting people. When I say mostly, everybody's not really doing any damn thing. You know, but if God is giving you something, you know, halfway in between, somewhat towards what you like, that's okay. But still, it's time for some action. We need pig feet back. I'm gonna get somebody the pig feet because I don't eat pork, bruh. I don't eat pork, you know what I mean? But I appreciate it. Yeah, I get a pork to somebody else, they ain't eat it. But I ain't eat no pork, man. I ain't knocking nobody for eating it. I just ain't eating it, you know? But we need to see some of these guys actually get in the ring with some good opposition, you know, if they're not getting in there with another top tier guy. You know what I mean? Because to be honest with y'all, I heard the talk to Shakur calling out a few names at 140 pounds. I hate that if you're not going into that weight class. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk about somebody in a weight class unless you're going up there to fight them. You know? So, I don't know, but I mean, he's the real deal. We say that, but we need to see it. Come on, nobody is happy with his last opponent. And a lot of people say he got the worst resume or the weakest resume out of the group of guys we always, you know, mention his name with. I'm not gonna go that far this morning, you know? I don't even have to go that far. But a lot of people feel as though that Shakur resume is ass. I'm not saying it. Dub, he mad not, listen, he go up to 140 to fight Antoine. He might not be able to go back to 135 or take another fight at 140. Listen, I don't give a damn what nobody say. And I'm gonna say it now, I don't see nobody beating them. You was a lying ass. The only people I see that can possibly beat, you know, Shakur is Dev or Tank or this something or that. I don't want to hear none of that ish. That's what's wrong with y'all now. Y'all think, the only ones that can beat certain guys is I don't want to hear that shit. Now, listen, I don't think he can beat Antoine. I got Antoine beating him. I always thought that Antoine Russell had not just had the style, but I thought that, you know, a guy like him can beat Shakur. I mean, we all boxing heads. We just studied the sport long enough. I'm talking about the people who actually study the sport, not the people who watch the sport. We study the sport. Some of us even, you know, boxers, amateurs, or went to, you know, learn the educational side of fighting. Even if it's just to defend yourself. At least you got the education, learned the fundamentals of it. Know what I mean? So, you can say that. Now, I'm not going to keep on saying the only person that got a chance to beat a certain fighter is a fighter that we consider that's equal to them is even higher. Man, listen. I'm not going to say that. Because I always thought that Antoine Russell is one of today's top tier elite guys. We just need to see Antoine be consistent. You know, a lot of us happy that he's champion at 140. And like I've been said, I don't know. That's the guy. I think that's the guy to beat right now at 140 pounds. It's Antoine Russell. He's the guy to beat. I've been saying it. Yeah, you know what, Dub? Because it's definitely a tough fight. Definitely a tough fight because now what we got in front of Shakur Stevenson is another boxing IQ for one. We got another boxing IQ for one. IQ, that's one thing you gotta have, especially when you're getting in there with a guy like Shakur. You know, I don't care if you got one punch knockout power, I don't care. You better have some IQ. So let's just start from there. So one thing he does have is IQ. His IQ is on a beam. So he has the IQ. Tenacity, he has that. He has aggression, he's going to need that. He applies pressure, he's going to need to do that. So Antoine Russell has all the necessary tools you need to beat Shakur Stevenson, along with some extra. And we just talking about what you need to beat this guy. Now, when you just need that to beat the guy, now you're talking about the guy that's behind it. We already know what it takes to beat these guys, but it got to be someone that's willing and able to do it. Now, when you know you got to apply pressure, be smart, make this dude fight and not box, you know that already. Now, are you good enough to do it? Now, and everything that come with the right game plan. Here's the game plan. This your best game plan, beating this guy. Don't beat him don't play the mystery chess boxing with this dude. No. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him fight. He's used to boxing. Take him out that comfort zone. Get him up out that goddamn comfort zone. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him do some stuff that he's not used to doing. Make him feel a way that he's not used to feeling. Antoine Russell can do that. Because with the simple things that you need, he has punching power. He has speed. He has footwork. He has defense. He can fight on the inside. He can fight mid-range. I'm trying to tell you. And he's packing some power. For all the boxing fans that love guys that got cement in they goddamn gloves, this guy can punch. So Antoine Russell is a total package. Don't get it twisted. You do not have to agree with me. But like I said, he's one of the guys, to me, he's the guy to beat at 140 pounds right now. Time for some action. So don't be talking about you will go up to do something. Because as soon as, Shakur, trying to get the T.O. fight, Antoine said, I'll come down to 35 for you, homie. That's what he said. Matter of fact, yeah, because my whole thing is, all right, Shakur got the right to say who he would want to fight at 140. Okay, I respect that. But what if that guy ain't thinking about you right now? That guy's busy. There's a lot of guys you can fight at 140. Why fight T.O.? Why would he pick out T.O. to fight at 140 pounds? Is T.O. even one of the belt holders? Oh, y'all go. All right, I got you, Dub. I got you, Dub. Sometimes I just want to be, Sometimes I can't stand and look at these mother effers, man. But here it is, y'all. Yeah. There it is. Anytime for you, man. Sports Network in the house, man. Sports Talk Network in the building. And as you guys see, I do have my coffee, Yeah. Yeah, I had y'all looking at the sticky notes for a second. My bad, I figured the sticky joints was a little more attractive than I am. But, yeah, it's the thing, Dub. So, hey, we want to see who's really, because his time is running out. Let's just say this, y'all. It's time for boxing to stop BSing And whatever we gonna actually get, let's get that shit right now. Let's get it right now. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being patient. I'm tired of tolerating shit. I'm tired of watching fights that I'm just tolerating. You know, this fights I just watch just to tolerate it, to get by until I get something that's more interesting. But the thing is, these guys that's not really doing anything, it's time for some damn action. I don't want to hear none of this yapping. I need to see that. Shakur Stevenson, one of the most talented guys, most skilled guys in the sport, but we really need to see Shakur Stevenson really get it down for the crown, because he hasn't. He hasn't, you know? I'm not going to sit here and say, well, you know, who got this on their resume, who got that on their resume. I ain't got time for that. I'll let y'all slow dance with that. Y'all ain't going to listen to me anyway. That's why when it comes to that talk, I say, you know what, ain't none of these guys for nobody. Because to be honest with you, we're never going to be satisfied or fully satisfied until we actually see these guys fight each other. Let's just be real. I've been speaking for y'all for the freaking longest. I ain't never gonna thank you because the truth hurts. The truth hurts. And I keep on saying it. You're going to keep on saying this guy ain't put nobody till you see him fight the guy you want to see him fight, and vice making freaking versa. But when it comes to that, this is the reason why I said it's time for some action. And we got to pay attention to what the hell is going on. The whole time we got all these distractions going on. And we got a goofy ass dude named Ryan Garcia that's about to make him freaking damn near clean out the motherfucking 4 kings that y'all talk about. Huh? We talking about people not fighting nobody. Guess what? Ryan Garcia looking good. He's looking good when y'all wanna keep on talking about resumes and who doing this and do nothing else. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. But yeah, so they haven't really been doing anything. You know, it might be you, but come on, let's really talk about this. We quick to talk about who resume is this, who resume is that. Y'all keep talking about future Hall of Famer, who a Hall of Famer. Ain't none of these guys a damn Hall of Famer. Let me just correct every last one of y'all. Kill that damn talk. Stop saying somebody's a damn Hall of Famer. Stop thinking that accolades is the reason why they get you in the Hall of Fame. That's not the only thing that gets you in the Hall of Fame. Stop the goddamn cap. Time for some action. I don't need no more boring fucking violin talk. Y'all be killing me with that shit. Same old boring ass talk. I don't want to hear that shit. Let's talk about something that we need to talk about. Because boxing ain't giving us everything that we need. It's not. All this keep on clout chasing. I'm tired of that shit. You say somebody's name, mean it. Don't say it so somebody can give you some damn attention, then you turn around, then you're not getting in the ring with that fighter. I don't want to hear none of that shit. And stop downplaying fighters that y'all don't know. That means you don't watch the sport enough. Time for some action. Y'all heard what I said? Stop talking about motherfucking fighters that are downplaying fighters you don't fucking know because they name. Stop saying that shit. That doesn't mean that they're not good. Stop saying that. Y'all messing up the sport. Time for some action. Stop saying the fighter ain't fucking. Oh, who is this guy? We're about to find out who he is if you shut the fuck up and watch the fight. We're about to find out who he is. Okay, is he somebody? We gonna find out the fighter good or not. We gonna find out what his future is like. Oh, I gotta keep my eye on him. Did Abdullah Mason come in here with a fucking name? Did Abdullah Mason come in here with a motherfucking name? No, he did not. But why are we talking about Abdullah Mason? Because Abdullah Mason been putting in some goddamn work. Did Keyshawn Davis have a fucking name? No, we had to find out who the fuck Keyshawn Davis was. Why? Because he been putting in work. Now, you know, it's called promoting, assholes. It's called promoting. Promoting one-on-one. Nobody don't come in with a name unless you come from somebody with a damn name. What are y'all talking about? Well, how we gonna get to know this guy? Why? Because they advertising a motherfucker. That's why. That's why we know about certain fighters. Because they being advertised, they being promoted, they being pushed. But see, y'all ain't know about Lamont Roach. Y'all heard about Lamont. Who the fuck is he? He's a cherry pick, this, that, the other, blah, 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 blah. Now you know who he is. Get off his dick. He don't need no dick riding ass fans. Now y'all know who he is. He got a name now, okay? Time for some action. He got a name now. Now what? Now what? He got a name. He look good against motherfucking Tank Davis. Y'all think Tank Davis ain't none of the shit that he is. Or that we thought he was. Now he got a name. So won't you tell your favorite fighter to go fight the motherfucker? Time for some action. I'm just saying. Huh? Won't y'all tell him to fight him? Just like with I gotta use my man Frank Martin I'm gonna use Frank Martin. Some of y'all already know where I'm going at with Frank Martin. If you know, way before this way before the Shakur-ish and all that, just a couple years ago, Frank Martin was calling out fucking Devin Haney. That was the first name Frank Martin said, as far as anybody with a big name. The first big name he said out of the top guys was Devin Haney, okay? This is around the time when Devin Haney just became undisputed. And they asked Devin Haney in the interview, the guy asked him, who is that? Who is this guy? I've never heard of him. Who is he? Is he even ranked? Yeah. You can't say somebody, that's because you didn't hear somebody call a motherfucker out. That don't mean that person's a boogeyman. That means that your ears ain't getting around like that. That's what the fuck that means. Because you didn't hear it, but I heard it. Dub might have heard it, but I didn't hear it. That doesn't mean that somebody's a boogeyman because I didn't hear it. But Dub heard it. You know what I mean? Clarence heard it. You know what I'm saying? Mike heard it, but I didn't. So in my state of mind, I'm thinking a certain fighter is a boogeyman because I didn't hear nobody call his name out or, quote unquote, the name or the voice that I wanted to hear. You know what I mean? I keep on telling y'all, stop being so motherfucking picky, man. Y'all don't get to control shit. You either gonna spend your money the way you gonna spend your money, and that's just it. Yeah, shout out to Devin Haney, man. And I actually, you know what? I'm supposed to do something with about Devin Haney, so I would do the rest of the show on that because actually, the argument, the question is, y'all, is why does Tank Davis fanboys hate Devin Haney? Oh, I know the Devin Haney fans like to hear that. So it's shit. Here we go. I got y'all, okay? I got y'all. So this is how we gonna rock out. So, y'all know I ain't nobody's fanboy in the sport of boxing. I'm a boxing fanboy. I'm a fanboy of the science. Not a fanboy first of all, I ain't no damn boy. I'm a goddamn man anyways, but I'm a fanatic for the sweet science of the sport. Okay, I don't worship men, none of that. I don't do none of that. For everything they think they are, I'm shit. Don't worship me either. God damn it. Shit, just give my respect. That's it. You ain't got to look at me like, oh my gosh, it's the Savior. No, you ain't got to do none of that shit. I'm not calling nobody no black Jesus, the Messiah. I'm not doing none of that. If I ain't putting that shit on my name, if I ain't saying it in front of my name, I ain't putting it in front of nobody else's name, understand that. Alright, but we already know that there's a love and hate relationship, or really a hate thing when it comes to Devin Haney fans and Tank Davis fans. Now, I'm going to say this, because I can say this. And really, the heat is between the fanboys of both fighters. Yes, I'm saying it. It's between the fanboys of both fighters. You know what I mean? The Haneynites versus the Tinkerbells, if that's what you want to call it. But the thing is, it's only about one. So we're going to stay with one. I got y'all. Smash the like button, coffee and donuts for grown-ups. All right? And Why is it? Why do the fanboys? Why do Tank fanboys have hate for Devin Haney? Because they fanboys. That's why. Let's just start there. That's what fanboys do. Fanboys don't do nothing but hate and fucking cat. That's what fanboys and fangirls do. The fanboys, they don't have no integrity, none of that. That's why anybody that's a fanboy, I can't stand you. If you're a fanboy of a fighter that I like, you're making the fighter that I like look bad. You're making me look bad as a fan because I'm a fan. You're a fanboy. You know what I'm saying? And it's because it's back and forth. It's always going to keep going on. Well, Deb would do this. Deb would do that. Man, Tank can't mess with Deb. You know, Tank can't hold his jock strap. You know, Tank ain't gonna be able to get out of the way of that, you know, the second coming of the Larry Holmes jab, you know. But the only way that we will find out who's really the best or who's the better between these two if they actually get in the ring and fight. That's why for Tank fanboys, there's no need to be going back and forth with Devin Haney fanboys and fangirls because guess what? You can't say who's damn better about what the hell they did. And they didn't do it against one another. And I'm going to say it again for y'all. You cannot say who was better because of the things that they did. That's not going to solve who's the better between the two. It's not. They have to get in the ring. Somebody got to win. Somebody got to lose. Okay? Anything in between that, kill yourself. Kill the conversation. Time for some action and time to dead that bullshit. Because we don't know who's better. Fuck your opinion. Your opinion got to come with some damn fact. All this arguing back and forth, we don't know who's better. Devin Haney becoming undisputed doesn't mean that he's better than Tank Davis. Tank Davis having a higher knockout fucking ratio, knocking out damn near every opponent, don't necessarily make him better than Devin Haney. Y'all getting this cooked this morning. I ain't got time to be playing around with y'all. I ain't got time to be playing around with y'all. Respect this shit right here. The wisdom, y'all better respect it. Okay? I ain't got this shit because I'm old and I look old. I'm Yoda wise. You see? The brighter the gray, the more sharper the brain is. You see, there ain't no dull ass gray. You see, there ain't no dirty ass gray. This that silver, white shit. This that good shit. This the shit that lets you know you got wisdom. So when you got that dark ass shit, that's the stress. That's that stress gray. You see that? You see this shit? A lot of know-how, baby. Yeah, Dub, they need to kill it. We need some action. We need to blow the whistle on that Dub right side. I'm tired of it. I really just want to go on a punch somebody in the jaw goddamn spree. Every time they get to talking about Tank and Deb, I just want to go through there and give them one. Shut up. Y'all ain't got nothing else to talk about. There's other things that's going on in boxing. We don't want to hear that ish every goddamn day. Making these guys seem more important than what the hell he was. Hey, man, we love these fighters. We love what they do. We like them and all that, but we ain't got time for that, okay? I know I ain't got time for it. That's why when I hear certain ish, I get tired. I don't want to hear certain people's names for a reason. It's just too damn much, especially when there's no honesty coming with it. It's just out of hate. Time for some action. We got to take action on some of the things that's complete nonsense in the sport of boxing. We're never going to get that fight. It's never going to happen. Shut the F up. Do away with this fantasy shit. It's over. They're not fighting. Get over it. I don't want to hear nothing about no Dab and no damn Tank. Devin is at 147. Tank is at 35. Ain't no meeting up at no damn catch weight. That wet dream has came and went. Enjoy it. That wet dream has came and went. Enjoy it. Get over it. What you gonna keep talking about for the next couple years is tank and dab, tank and dab, tank and dab. Boxing is bigger than just those two, and it's a fight, a big ass fight that's gonna go down on the list of big fights that ain't happened. Get over it. God damn it. Smash my like button or smash the dislike button. You hear me, Dub? I'm tired of it. That's all I don't want to hear. I be wanting to strangle motherfuckers, man. Because nobody's gonna be honest. I don't care if you dislike Tank Davis. You ain't gotta throw hate on the man because you dislike him. Don't say a man he ain't fought no damn body because he just ain't fought nobody that you want to see him fight. Don't say that. Come on. Don't say that. Because it's not true. It's not true. Don't say that. You know, when your mother used to tell you there's certain things that you shouldn't say out your mouth, even if they're not cuss words, it's just certain words you don't say. Because it's stupid. Slap yourself with no powder, pimp style. Hey, I don't want to hear that nonsense no more. Them dudes is never gonna goddamn fight.
Where's the new blood?
Not here yet. Not here yet. You see that? New blood ain't here yet. Stan the man. But I know at 8 o'clock I'm still getting the F up out of here. Shit. Hey, Dub, let me tell y'all something right now. You know the whole thing with the Grease getting his hair done. Listen, I'm not taking up. Y'all know I got hair long as a motherfucker. My hair is way longer than Tank. Listen, women, shit. One girl told me she's gonna cut my head off and take all my damn hair. Now listen, when you get your shit freshly done, for anybody that got locks, okay, or braids, depending on how the style is, right? I'm not taking up for him because I still didn't agree with it, okay? I let that be known. But yes, and even out with his hair, it's boxing. You heating the fuck up, you got sweat pour, it might get in your eye. Now, what a lot of people don't understand is when you first get your hair done and that day you get your hair done and you get it moisturized and conditioned, that shit sits in your hair for a couple days before it actually dries out. So there is a possibility that when you warm up, that shit loosen up, it's gonna burn a little bit. It's gonna burn just like when sweat get in your motherfucking goddamn eye. So when he said that, you know, it was just done 48 hours. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time he probably had it tied up, so once he loosened up, that shit get in your eye. No matter what, you think it was a bitch move that Tank Davis did, so what, it was a bitch move. I don't think it was that damn deep that he should have done it, but I do understand. But guess what, with all that don't mean that he still can't knock nobody the fuck out. That don't mean he still can't knock nobody the fuck out, you understand? That doesn't mean that he still can't be the guy that he is. They gonna need to fix that door over there, or they need to close that damn gate, because that door ain't fucking secure, man. You can easily walk in that goddamn building. Just pull that other door. Yeah. Well, I get it. In the sport of boxing, we ain't trying to hear all that bullshit. I get it. It's a gladiator sport. We're not trying to hear that. We just want to see, getting it in. But I done seen some punk ass shit be done in the ring. You know what I mean? I don't think it was that deep when he did it, but he thought it was. I still don't agree with him. I thought it was some bitch shit, and I would tell Tay, I don't think it was that deep. My hair's longer than yours, bruh. And I know I'm a harder sweater than this guy, but everybody different now. Everybody different, so, I ain't gonna kill Lil Red like that. Yeah, no, Dub, they out of order. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. That they is out of order, and I noticed it last night, Dub. You hear me? I'm glad I ain't got to sit the fuck over that bitch, because somebody, they just pull that right joint, they coming in on your ass. They can come in on me all the fuck they want. You hear me? They gonna be going right back out that joint. Understand me? They going right back. Oh, I came in the wrong place. Yes, you did. You done came in, you done stepped into the realm of American Psycho. You better get your ass back out of here, boy. I ain't the one to be, yeah, oh, no, I ain't got it all. Nope. I ain't got it all. My marbles is loose. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got it all. You know what I mean? What happened is, right up, it does lock, but it locks from the other side. It's weird, but they gonna get in trouble. I done wrote it down. Because, you know, somebody can easily walk in there. Now, what if somebody come in the building at that time with nobody sitting at the table? Somebody, you know, whoever's sitting at the table and went and, you know, go to the bathroom or probably go walk around the joint, and now somebody in there, then they smart enough, you know, I ain't gonna give away the way you do stuff, you know, allegedly, you know, but if you're gonna do the wrong thing, you gotta do it the right way. Did that sound right? If you're gonna do something wrong, you gotta do it the right way. You know what I mean? You know, but you thinking you cool, ain't nobody coming in here next to you. You gonna take a nod right next to you. You know somebody got something around your neck. Well, how this motherfucker get in here? Because that door wasn't secured. Motherfucker just walked right in like you open your refrigerator door. Now you understand what I'm saying? Now it's a big ass lawsuit. First they gonna blame you for saying you wasn't vigilant, you ain't pay attention. No, motherfuckers, I wrote in the report that this door don't fucking lock, and y'all motherfucking asses didn't do anything about it. Listen, I'm not jeopardizing my life for nobody's property. Exactly, there's a method to everything, Doug. It's a method to everything. That's my whole thing, because guess what? Something ain't illegal. It's not considered illegal. It's not considered a crime if you didn't get caught doing the wrong thing. But if you got away with doing the wrong thing, that means you did it correctly. That's what that means. That means if you murder somebody, you get away with it, that means you did it correctly. Exactly. It's reported something good. But it's a female guard that sits over there a couple mornings, you know, out of the week. She could be sitting there and everything, a motherfucker just pull on at the damn door. She gonna like, huh? So I'm gonna make sure that they fix that. I don't want that happening to nobody, no male or female, you know? Because you're supposed to feel secure or comfortable, you know, at your post or wherever you at. But, you know, people, they try security. Just don't try me, man. I ain't got time for it. I ain't trying to be in the hospital. I ain't trying to put nobody in the hospital, none of that shit. I don't want no problems. I really don't. But damn it, I'm a man. I'm a stand-up man. You throw it at me, I'm damn sure gonna throw it back. You understand? That's it. Open and shut case. You throw it at me, I'm damn sure gonna throw it the fuck back. No, she cool. She actually went on leave, Doug. Yeah, she went on leave, and she normally be right here where I'm at. So she don't be over in that other building. She be right where I'm at. And good that you asked for it. Actually, last week, yeah, was she went on leave. So that's good for my girl, Jayla, yeah. So I'm gonna tell her that you asked for it, you know, because I'm gonna call them like, you know, my folks I talked to, they asked about you. So yeah, she actually she's out on pregnancy leave. So yeah. Thanks for asking too, Dub. I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate it. I like when people, you know, care about what's going on and everything. But yeah, she pretty good. She pretty good. But I'm gonna make sure that's right, so nobody won't have nobody surprise them, because that other building is crazy. Y'all know when I was over in that other building, it looks real dark and stuff, you know. So yeah, I don't want that to happen to anybody, you know. But yeah, getting back to this old boxing talk, you know, time for some action. We need to see these guys do something. Now, let's just say this now. Let's just be all fair. Because I listen to what everybody talk about. You know me, I just want to bring all fairness. You know, I'm not going to try to make you like somebody that you dislike. But if you cooking on them, don't bring hate. Just keep it on what the science is. You don't have to like Tank Davis if you're not a Tank Davis fan. But don't put no hate out there. All right, you feel as though somebody can beat him and all that, cool. But saying all that nut shit, nah, you don't do that. Because I'm not going to say no nut shit about no damn boxer. No matter if I dislike them or like them or think they garbage. Not going to do that. I don't have to do that. What do I get by? I just get to beating up on the fans, and I'm tired of beating up on y'all. I'm tired of beating up on these fans and their favorite fighters. You know, it gets boring, Dub. Dub, I know you tired of kicking ass. Dub, I'm tired of it. That's why I don't want to be bothered. That's why I be telling people, don't bother me, don't debate me, leave me the fuck alone. Trust me, you don't want it. Go bother them, I'm be tired. I done hung it up, leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to be bothered with that. But if you mess with me, then it's on like popcorn, you know what I mean? Then it's on like popcorn. Then I got to do you in. You know what I mean? But if I say don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. You know? But shit, what is he going to do? What is my man Shakur going to do? Because I still think he's one of the top guys. I think he got the skills to pay the bill and stay illmatic with it. I do, regardless of his peanut brittle hands. I still think the man is good enough. But is he the best? He ain't been in there with none of the best yet. People, let's slow down a little bit. Let's just slow down a little bit, all right? It's rush hour. Slow down a little bit. Yes, he do. And this is my thing, Dub. I just want everyone to get their fair assessment. That's all I want. I just want all the fight fans, listen, man, give each fighter, no matter if you like them or not, their fair assessment. What's going on, D, for the win? Just give them their fair assessment. I don't care. I don't like Teofimo Lopez at all. I don't like races at all. Like, don't let me go to a TO fight. I'm going to try to put my hands on him, and that's on my mother's grave. I'm dead serious. You ain't gonna get to keep talking about my people and think it's comfortable. Like, if I can put my hands on you, I will. I don't like that dude at all. But if I'm gonna downplay that the guy can box, then who the fuck am I? I don't need to be doing no content. I don't need to be busting up in the chat if I'm not gonna be real. I don't like T.O. He's a piece of crap, but he's good. Is he a waste of talent? Of course he is always. Such a waste of talent. You know, they say, you know, a mind's a terrible thing to waste, so is talent, man. Good morning. So many people waste their talents and gifts. They really do, and it's sad because the world can use more gifted people, you know? But the guy, he's just, his personality is just horrible. But he's a good talent, you know? But when you a class act a-hole, you know what I mean? Then you're not gonna get too much out of what you're trying to get. You're not, because a lot of people is not entertained by that. You have people who are big fans of people who are considered a-holes. You know what I mean? A-holes do have fans. That is true. You know, but I don't know what's wrong with our young fighters today. They need to all go back to school, pick up a dictionary, and understand the definition of playing a villain role, playing a villain mode, you know what I mean? Because it's not working out for a lot of these guys. They sitting out here and they trying to play the villain, and they feel as though, you know how I come up? Man, I gotta play the villain. This is how people gonna like me. This is what worked for certain fighters and things like that. Doesn't mean that it's gonna work for you. Just because it worked for 4 fighters don't mean that you're gonna be the 5th one that plan works for. And I think that's something that I think a lot of these fighters need to work on, is their identity, because a lot of these fighters still don't know their identity as a fighter. They don't know if they're going to be on the good side. They don't know if they want to be a villain. They don't know if they want to be a boxing technician. They don't know if they want to be a knockout specialist. They don't know. A lot of them don't know. A lot of them really don't know their identity, y'all, if y'all really think about it. A lot of these fighters really don't know their true identity as a boxer, or fighter, or puncher, or brawler, or mover, or someone that's flat-footed. A lot of them don't know, so that's why you got them all over the place. They performances up and down like the Dow Jones, because you don't know. And T.O., the dude is good. And he's definitely good. He can be better than what he is, but you know, Effie, you know what I mean? He wasting his time on Effie, man. Plus he's a damn racist, but still, I'm just being honest. I'm not gonna act like this guy ain't good. See, that's what I do. I can call out both sides on people because I get a fair assessment. I don't like him, but am I going to diss him? No, I'm going to be honest about the dude. The dude is good. How good is he? None of us really don't know. Unless you're a diehard T.O. fan and you never gave up on him, cool. But we have an idea how good he can really be. But T.O.'s just all over the place. And the only thing I'm a fan of T.O., I respect his skill, but I'm a fan of somebody kicking his goddamn back in. That's what I'm a fan of. Do I want to see T.O. in the ring? Yes. But do I want to see T.O. win? No, I don't. He don't deserve that. He don't deserve that from me. Because he's a racist guy. He's a piece of crap. So anytime that he gets in that ring, I hope somebody whip his ass. But the thing is, I want him to be at his best. I want T.O. to be at his best. I want all these fighters to be at their best, no matter if I like them or not, no matter if they're a favorite fighters of mine or not. I want them to be at their damn best. Because that might be the last chance you get to perform at your best. You can easily be blackballed, like a lot of fighters who's been blackballed, and then you got fighters who's never going to get the damn chance. Like I said, there's always somebody around. Just imagine how all the good fighters and great fighters we've seen. Now think about the other ones that ain't never getting the opportunity. They're around, man. They are around. I know a guy that lives right next door to my friend. I'm gonna tell y'all something. If this dude was boxing, oh my gosh, he'd be a fucking animal. This guy's that fucking good. But he into other shit. And he was playing around as a kid and was airing shit out. Now, I mean, this guy is good, you know, but he chose not to get into the sport. But trust me, if this guy chose to be into boxing, we'll be talking about a whole nother guy. It's really people out here that don't think you've seen it all. So just imagine, for every great that you've seen in anything, no matter if it's music, sports, whatever, for every great that you've seen, think about there's a great that never got a chance to be seen or be heard or be discovered. What's up, D-Free? Imagine that. Think about all the good ones that we see, the ones that we know is they are what they are. We know who they are, but then it's a whole nother like world of the same type of level of guys are even better. But the reality is that we're never going to see or witness any of that for multiple reasons. That's why I say it's time for some action in this sport of boxing. Because we're not getting enough action. We're simply not. We still have guys that's praised that they elite level, a top tier, and they ain't even been in there with a top tier level guy. Most of the guys that we like, people, let's be honest, most of the fighters that we like, man, they been in there with guys that they simply easily overmatch. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm capping. Because if I'm lying, then I'm lying for all these damn fighters. If I'm capping for all these fighters. Not just lying for one and not just capping for one. That's all of them. Tell me I'm goddamn lying. Most of these guys that we like, they've been getting in there with shit that they don't. What's the word? He did what he was supposed to do against the level of opposition that he faced. That ain't good enough for me. That's not good enough for anybody. That's why we constantly come on, well, he ain't do good enough. Well, we ain't trying to hear that. Especially when these guys is making it and selling themselves as something more of a better product, a better quality product, then that's what I'm gonna go for. See, because you're gonna attract me by what you advertise. What you advertise to me is gonna attract me. Now, what's going to keep me there is the consistency of what got me there. And a lot of these guys, they haven't been consistent because they not simply getting in the ring with, they've been consistent, but they've been consistent with opponents that's not going to make them any better. They've been consistent with getting in the ring with guys that's, They simply getting in the ring with guys that they just simply overmatch. You know what I'm saying? Overmatch. You know what I mean? That's what they've been consistent in. Most of these guys that they've been in front of, they've been consistently better than these guys. Why are we constantly asking when we gonna see a 50-50 fight? Does that even exist? That's like a regular college lecture. He used that word. Think about that. Yeah, there's been some consistency, but on what? Some of these fighters have been consistent with not being tested. We have seen fighters being consistent with not being tested, right? We seen fighters being consistent with getting in there with nothing but trash truck juice. We seen guys being consistent with actually getting in there and getting tested, being tested and challenging themselves each and every time they get in that ring. And then we just consistently seen and heard nothing but a bunch of bullshit. One thing that I'm consistent about is seeing a challenge with these guys. And it's not happening. So we need more action. You need more, just like, okay, we probably need 4 more, 5 people to get the job done. That's what it is. Good morning. How you doing? Good. You know, whatever you need, you're supposed to get it done. You get the right team, you get it done. But if you understaff or you don't have enough tools, it's like a mechanic. He can't go to do a job to take an engine out. And you don't have all the tools you need to take an engine out. You need certain tools to take out an engine, right? You go and you don't have the necessary tools you need to take out the engine, then how you gonna get the job done? About teamwork. It's about staying at work. You gotta be consistent in whatever it is that you're doing. And people even choose to be consistent with staying busy or not being busy at all. But you have to decide which side of that you want to be on, because that's going to determine how far you're going to go and how far you're not going to go. So, you know, it is what it is. But definitely, time for some action. It's time to see these guys in the ring with guys that's going to test them, no matter the name or not. I'm not sold on just the name, because just a big name doesn't mean it's going to be a good fight. We've seen big name matches and one-sided ass whippings. So, you know, we've seen 2 big names get in the ring and then it'd be a one-sided show. We've seen that a few times. I don't want to see that. What I need to see is what happened last week or the week before. I need to see more. I need to see more of a Lamont Roach type of approach in the sport. When he gets the call, when he gets that call, he's taking it. When he gets that offer, he's just accepting it. Good morning, dear. And then when it comes to getting it done, it gets done.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Yeah?
Yeah, for the most part, baby, I'm all right. Let me see if I can find your key this morning. They had me searching for it last week like I was looking for Waldo.
Yeah.
Here we go. They put it right back in the spot that it's supposed to be at. So hopefully they keep it consistent with putting it right back where it's supposed to be. If not, I'm going to choke them out next time. Here you go, beautiful.
Did the two people enjoy their meal?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, yes, they did.
Thank you so much for doing that.
No problem, love. No problem. Yes, I'm back, y'all. But yeah, it got to be something along with that. We need to see consistency, man. What's up, Quee? What's happening? Y'all make sure y'all check out my sis, Quee, tonight at 10 o'clock. Also, she been doing twice a week. I gotta go back and watch the rest of the playback. And I didn't even comment on the playback because I ain't finished the whole playback. But you're doing a great job. I like you got your sis on there with you. Keep doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? I'm trying to cook on the level that Queen is cooking on, just on this shit here. You know what I mean? But anyways, before I get up on out here, boxing definitely needs more action. They need to do something with this friend stuff. No friend zone, none of that. If you're not blood, if you're not blood, you can get it, cuz, and that's what it's supposed to be. The guys can't be out here saying they the best, and then they being selective who they want to be the best against. You can't do that. And us as boxing fans, we're wrong for allowing it to happen. Right now, Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson, we should have these guys turning against each other. I mean, we so good at that anyway, starting narratives and all that. But if we all together, right? Doesn't matter who we like. Doesn't matter who our favorite fighter is. But if we all have one thing in common, that we want to see everybody tested, then damn it shouldn't be about friends or nothing. Y'all really a boxing fan? Y'all really boxing fans? Y'all really say the best fight the best? Then all you mother making freakish should want to see Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis, no friend zone. Get up out of here with that nonsense. If you're a true boxing fan, if you're a true Shakur fan, I ain't saying a lot of you not. If you're a true Keyshawn fan, you ain't trying to hear that we homies. Get it down for the crown. Cause let somebody say, man, hey, Crush, I pay you $50,000, man, if you go ahead and get in the exhibition with one of the guys from JBT or Sports Talk Network, and we getting in the ring. Win, lose, or draw, we get in the ring. I know we getting paid together. I don't care who win. You can whip my ass. I'm going to be one lumped up, bumped up, half knocked out dude, pocket fatter than a mama. You know what I'm saying? I'll be 1 hour Willie, but my pockets is fat. Damn, man. Damn, your eyes sitting on dubs, and so is my goddamn pockets. My pockets sitting on mega dubs. No, friends, I'm not trying to hear that, Queen. I'm not trying to hear that. And we as boxing fans, we should not be going there. So Keyshawn fans and Shakur fans and boxing fans, period, we need to be talking about that. Because we need to see Shakur do something. I want to see him do something. Now, what's wrong? What's wrong with y'all before I get up out of here? See, I got y'all. Keyshawn should fight. Oh, Keyshawn should fight Tank right now, huh? Oh, Keyshawn should fight Tank right now. Oh, Tank is the only elite fighter that Keyshawn is ready to fight right now. Well, Keyshawn Davis is ready to fight elite Tank. He ready to fight elite Shakur and elite everybody the hell else. So elite your ass away from me with that nonsense. That's all I'm saying. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Don't say, well, he's good for this and not good for that. No, I'm not trying to hear none of that. Good morning. I'm not, you can't say that. Oh, he's good for this guy. No. So Keyshawn, Davis and anybody that's a Keyshawn Davis fan, put the heat on his ass, and Keyshawn should be calling out all the top guys at 35. Not talking about what they're going to do in another weight class. No, 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 no. No. Y'all don't need to do that. That's what Keyshawn need to be doing. Keyshawn really needs to fight somebody. Shakur hasn't fought nobody in a while. Some people say Shakur got the weakest resume out of the little squad. You know the little squad that we always talk about, you know, the four kings along with the couple honorable mentions like himself, Loma, and a couple other dudes. I'm gonna say the great eight. You know what I mean? What was that, the magnificent eight, the hateful eight? You know what I mean? So we need to see some of that. That's why it's time for some action. We need some action in boxing. Take action on these guys being in the ring, getting in the ring with guys that they simply outmatches, okay? We need to tell these guys, hey, if you really feel as though that you are a true champion, this, that, and the other, don't be picky. Listen to goddamn TLC. I ain't too proud to beg. I often come, don't say, well, I need 3% more. I need 5% more. Oh, man, give me another 150,000. No. Nope, don't do that. Just take it. I wish y'all do the Floyd Mayweather thing. Huh? Hey, fight fans. Tell your favorite fighter, since y'all always talk about the Floyd shit, tell them do what Floyd Mayweather did. See? Be the B-side. Be who you are. If you the B-side, accept what comes with being the B-side, and then when you get in the ring, maybe you can become the A-side. But see, those guys don't want to do that because they're not confident enough. That's why they want to add on something else. No, you not in the driver's seat. You riding shotgun, homie. What the fuck you talking about? You don't get to say what direction we going. You riding shotgun. I'm the one driving. What do you mean? You don't get to pick you don't get to pick the music that we listening to. None of that. You the B-side. Don't you need a ride? Don't you need a ride? All right, come on, we'll get in. What we listening to? Well, we listening to this. If you the B-side, you getting in, and we listening to Charlie Parker. What, you riding shotgun? You know, I'm bringing the gas, I got the wheels, I'm providing everything. I'm giving you a chance to get some of it. And then you got nerve to want extra? I ain't got to give you ish. I ain't got to give you nothing. I'm not obligated to give you nothing. See, and this what we must understand as boxing fans. I'm gonna say that again. That's what we need to understand as boxing fans. It's a sad reality, but they're not obligated to do anything. They're not obligated to do anything for me, Quee, Dub, nobody here. They're not obligated to us for anything. The only obligation they have is to their damn selves and anybody that they took that oath to, okay? But that doesn't mean we can't get what we want. If you ask correctly, that's why we still ain't got some of the things that we want to see because we too ignorant. See, we entitled, you know? We think what we say supposed to go and it's supposed to go down like that, and I keep on telling y'all all the time. I gotta keep on reminding y'all. My goodness. But I think we going to get it together, people. We going to get it together, you know? We going to get it together. We going to work it out. You know, Public and me said, "Brother, going to work it out." Brother, going to work it out. Yeah. Okay. We do got some boxing this weekend. We got boxing next week. I forgot who we got this weekend. But next weekend we got Brian Norman Jr. is returning next weekend. We was kicking it with Senior last night. It's always good chopping it up with Senior, man. I like talking to Norman Senior, man. He keeps it gutter. He keeps it gutter. Yeah, from the rooter to the tutor. Yeah, he keeps it gutter. But we gonna see what's up with Brian Norman. I mean, we definitely need to see what's going on with 147, 154. I got my eyes glued on it. You know, so Like I said, it's time for some action because right there, y'all, we got some things to work out. Like, it's some exciting things. But they got to bring these things to the front that's going to have everybody just constantly glued in. So we got some stuff to work out. But like I said, time for some action. Full speed ahead. It's a whole lot out there for us to be happy about. And ain't playing around. Let's stop the bull crap. Let's get it on. Get in the groove of Marvin Gaye. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. You know what I mean? Look, let's look at it, y'all. 154. Oh my gosh, 154. 154. That's how I feel about 154. I don't know about y'all, but if anybody agree about 154, put a 4. If y'all agree that 154, woo, 150. Listen, 154. Now, I've been coming down hard on 147. 147 needed it because it somewhat is one of the, one of the most boring weight classes right now, which is normally one of the most celebrated, but it's probably the most boring weight class right now out of the hot weight classes. But 54 something, 47 look like it can become interesting. It's coming, it's look like it. But then we get down to 140. Can I get it? 140. Y'all know, y'all agree with me? 140? 140 looking very nice. Yeah, 140 looking. I don't know what a newbie yet. Somebody better call brand Nubian. you can just say it, chill out. Yeah, but oh man, 140, oh my gosh, come on y'all. Ooh, that 140 is something. So we do have weight classes to where we can be busy all year round. 154, 147 trying to get, revented, you know what I mean? And then we got that 140. Listen, I'm gonna tell you that 140 is that spot, man. 135 still, but 135 is going to belong to the next generation, the up-and-coming guys. I mean, that's going to belong to them. I mean, that's going to belong to them right there, man. So we got some weight classes to keep us busy, but we just need to see these things. So boxing is time for some action, and it's for the right action. I'm calling for fighters just to get tested. The name doesn't mean anything to me. Never really did. But for taster's choice, fans' favorite, of course you want them to get in there and dance with the names. That we want to see them dance with. But damn it, we can't get the names that we want to see them with. Let's give it some names in between. That's going to be just as good or even better. And there has been attempts to do that. What's going on, bro? There has been attempts to do that. So yeah, senior keep it a buck. Yes, sir. Love 54. 54 is something else, man. That 54, that 140, 135, like I said, 135, as long as, a couple guys is there, that's how it is. But damn, we need to see some things. It's those 54 down to 35, that right there, 54 down to 35 is a whole lot there, man. Now there's some guys moving up to 47. I heard people break down and still think it's not a lot there. Enough at 147 for guys, I get that. It's probably 47 is probably, I'll probably say it's probably the weakest as far as opponents. But it's still good, but it can get tightened up. That's why I want to see. And I've been saying, Devin Haney, I need to see what the second half of his career is going to be about. And I'm going to close it out with Dev, okay? I said that, and I've been saying that people, y'all know since the whole mess, I said, Dad, one thing you need to stay in this sport is this, y'all. This got to be right before this can get right. If this ain't right, ain't no need to having that. You know, and he took it very bad. Yes, he did. He took it very bad. And it was, you know, it was a little mess in between it. I ain't gonna walk through that slow again. You know what I mean? But we all know what's going on, the lawsuit, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Not even leading up to this fight that's about to happen. And even with that, you know, some people feel as though that, you know, his face is still going, but we have to see. And this is what I'm talking about. Now, this is the second half. See, he's done his first half of his career. He could have did a straight run through, but y'all see what happened. So now he's starting over again, all right? He's starting over fresh. So we gotta see, come that night, you know, we gotta see if Devin Haney is still stuck in that mindset or he probably moved on. Be honest with you guys, I hope he gets over it. I like the kid, but after a while, looking at all the guys, I said, you know what, I like him, but now I don't think he's the one, he's the best out of the guys that, you know, because each and every last one of us, out of those, you know, that's supposed to be forward kings and the couple extra guys, you know, the hateful eight, the great eight, you know, he was favored to beat a lot of these guys. Know what I mean? But, you know, I still got him favored to beat a couple of those guys, but we got to see it. So now we got to see, you know, the young undisputed, you know, lightweight. Let's see if he can do it again. Let's see if he can do it again. Time for some action. And Dub said 60 is, yeah, 60 is trash. That's why I didn't bring it up, Dub. What, 68, 75, you know what I mean? 75, 68, 54, 47 still rocking, 40, 35, even 30. You know what I mean? So even some of the low weight classes got some stuff going on. So that's what I'm saying, time for some action. But I want to see how Devin Haney is going to be in the second half of his career. Now, trust me, I want him to do well. I want him to do well. Now, is he going to do well? I don't know. We're not going to know until he gets in the ring. I don't think we're going to be able to tell in that first fight against Ramirez. I was thinking that, but sometimes we need to see more than one. So we might need to see two. But we need to see these things, right? And then we'll know where he's at. I really want to see what this guy can do. I want to see if he can top himself. Now, he coming. What's going on, man? Everything good? He was coming at 8 today?
No, I was supposed to be here at 7.
Oh,
but Oliver slept me in.
Man, it's all good, bro. Cause we was like, who's coming in today? And I was like, I figured you was coming in, but you know, we done heard some stuff that happened with some people, so yeah. But I knew you wasn't on it. You know, you don't move like that. You know what I mean? You wasn't good with, so you know, I was hearing stuff. Cause Stan was like, oh my gosh, I might have to be at the West Desk. I'm like, no, he here, Stan, so I'm gonna let him know. You know what I'm saying? You gonna keep it locked up for me? Thanks. Hey y'all, I'ma go. Good tuning in with you guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Another dope episode of Coffee and Donuts. I'll talk to you guys.